World Domination. Gen5, Utopia. Episode 1, Our Utopia. Character description. Miles Montgomery is a 51-year-old human male, tall and imposing with medium-length black hair and piercing blue eyes. His outward appearance is calm, almost reassuring. He is defined by his leadership and charisma. He commands attention, usually raising his voice, and his ability to make decisive calls in high-pressure situations has earned him respect. Character description. Tyrus Riker is a 24-year-old human male, short in stature but sharp in presence. His short black hair and dark eyes give him a reserved, calculating look that matches his personality. Known for being quiet, sneaky, and intelligent, he is second in line for the throne. Character description. Rugged is a 49-year-old AI male who looks completely human, who is third in line of the throne. He is tall and imposing with short pepper-colored hair and piercing black eyes. His presence is defined by his constant armor, never seen without it, giving him the aura of a hardened accomplice who thrives in conflict. Rugged's demeanor is rough, direct, and uncompromising, making him both intimidating and respected on the battlefield. Black screen. The sound of a rising cheer builds beneath silence. Location: Centris Square. A shimmering skyline pulses with digital light. Towering structures stretch into the clouds, their surfaces flickering with holographic banners. UWorld, our utopia. Crowds gather in the central plaza, them glowing with anticipation. Tyrus announcing.
Our king of the UWorld, Miles Montgomery!
Miles steps forward, calm and composed. He raises one hand. The crowd erupts. Black screen. The crowd erupting, but battling sounds are overriding the sound with bullets flying. Back to Centris Square. Miles stands above the city, framed by the golden insignia of Utopia. Behind him, Tyrus and Rugged flank the entrance, watching silently. Location: Battlefield. Rugged's armored forces clash with the originalists. Fire streaks across the sky. Sworder charges through smoke, blade raised. Two flames ignites both swords, launching into a brutal strike. Blader deflects artillery with his horizontal blade. The roar of battle builds, then drops into a sudden, defined silence. Even the crowd's cheer fades into stillness. Black screen. Miles, calm and deliberate.
All is right with our utopia.
The crowd roars in approval. Miles.
Today, as ruler of our great utopia, I stand before you not as a ruler above, but as a guardian within, as your peacemaker. Peace continues to reign in our city, not by chance, not by compromise, but by design. The pledges I made were not empty words, but a true promise. For 227 years, this peace has endured. 3 generations of leadership, my family's legacy, have preserved the harmony you now live in. From the first breath of settlement in what was once called the V-world to the thriving U-world we now call home, we have never faltered. We will never falter. We have and will continue to fly the flag of purity, happiness, and peace. This is our allegiance.
Another large cheer from the audience. Miles continuing.
Yet, there are those who resist this idea. Entities who feel the need to fight this. The originalists still clash with our forces near the Eastern Front, close to the lake. But Rugged, our third in command, leads with strength and loyalty. His armies hold the line. And still we extend our hand. We do not seek their destruction. We want them to join us. We want them to experience our utopia. Let them come to know what you already do. Our utopia is not a dream. It is a reality, crafted not by hope, but by progress. True, ambitious progress. by discipline, by vision, and by the unwavering belief that peace must be protected, even from those who claim to fight for it. I will not change how I rule, because what we have built works, and what works must endure. Not just for today, not just for this generation, but for every generation to come. So I say again, with confidence, all is right with our Utopia.
Loud cheers as the speech ends. Tyrus.
Thank you all. You are dismissed. Our leader will speak to the reporters.
The crowd begins to disperse, people fading into the city's digital pathways. Large structures in the city are pulsating. Miles turns slightly, his expression unchanged, as a small group of press personnel approach the base of the balcony towards the entrance of the castle. Character description. Crystal Kate is a 15-year-old human girl whose presence is defined by her boldness and unshakable curiosity. Though short in stature, she carries herself with a confidence that makes her stand out. Her long blonde hair, always tied in a bushy ponytail, has become her signature look, an outward reflection of her energetic, determined spirit. Her blue eyes shine with focus and a hunger for truth. Character description. Chelsea Brown is a 16-year-old human girl, medium in height with long, curvy brown hair and striking blue eyes. Her darker skin tone and radiant smile reflect her naturally cheerful and helpful personality. Chelsea's defining feature is her warmth. She is very social, determined, and motivated by love, often acting as the emotional glue that holds her group together. Location: crowd. A large flash changes into a girl taking a picture. Chelsea is taking a picture for Crystal, who is busy writing. A camera shutter clicks. Chelsea lowers her lens, grinning. Chelsea.
Got it. You're gonna want this angle.
Crystal, seated nearby with her digital device, doesn't look up. Her fingers fly across the screen. Crystal.
Just make sure it's time-stamped. I need it for the archive.
Chelsea.
Already done. You know me.
Crystal.
Exactly. That's why I brought you.
Chelsea smiles, and then glances toward the distant balcony, where Miles continues speaking to the press. Her smile fades slightly. Chelsea.
He's really laying it on thick today.
Crystal.
He always does when the lake's burning.
Chelsea.
Ha! A burning lake.
Crystal.
I mean it, though. The oil from the ships on the lake burns.
Chelsea.
I know! I mean, it was like a good joke about water and fire. And you're not listening to me, are ya?
With a mischievous grin and a slight chuckle, Chelsea flashes the camera in Crystal's face. Crystal says shocked,
Chelsea!
and Chelsea says in return loudly.
Crystal!
Crystal goes back to writing, slightly annoyed, but a little humor. Crystal.
I need to finish this quickly. I do need to be there for the interviews afterwards with Miles. He's about to meet his newest, greatest reporter. Because I'm not going to hold back like they do.
Crystal points to the other reporters already making their way to Miles. Chelsea, sighing.
Yeah, they always seem to ask the same questions. It's so boring.
Chelsea looks at Crystal before correcting herself. Chelsea.
I mean, like, the questions are boring, not the reporting work that you totally love.
Crystal. Crystal quickly finishes up. Crystal.
And done. Finally. Let's go.
Chelsea with a big smile.
Yes, Miss Crystal.
Location: Miles's castle. A massive archway opens into a glowing corridor of shifting light and translucent walls. The castle pulses with ambient data streams, walls flicker with archived footage, holographic maps, and security overlays. Crystal and Chelsea step through the threshold, their reflections trailing behind them like echoes. Chelsea.
Okay, this place is like a lot.
Crystal.
It's designed to impress or intimidate.
Chelsea's shaking her head fast in agreement.
Both. Definitely both.
They pass through a scanning field, which gives off a soft hum and brief shimmer. They enter the press room. The room opens into a grand stage, reporters gather in clusters, their avatars flickering with credentials. Miles stands at the far end, speaking softly with Tyrus. Crystal tightens her grip on her notepad. Crystal.
Let's see how much truth he's willing to share.
Chelsea.
Just don't get torched.
Crystal, adjusting her U-Star badge.
I think I'm the one who will be spitting fire today.
Chelsea.
Ooh, burn.
They step forward, the crowd parting slightly as they approach the podium. The atrium buzzes with low chatter. Miles stands at the podium, flanked by Tyrus. His posture is regal, his expression unreadable. Crystal steps forward, notepad in hand. Chelsea lingers behind her, watching. Later. Miles.
It is a great pleasure for me to be interviewed by our newest reporter from the U-Star, and more importantly, from our society, our treasured youth.
The room lightly applauses. Crystal seems mildly unfazed. Crystal?
Thank you for your time, sir.
Crystal looks like she's ready to talk quickly and directly. Crystal.
I'd like to ask, why is the war with the originalists still happening? What do they actually want?
Miles's smile remains, but his eyes narrow slightly. Tyrus barely hears the question. Crystal.
And if they're such a threat, why haven't we defeated them? Why not create more fighters, more defenses?
A pause. The room quiets. Miles.
The situation is contained. Our forces are precise. Mass production is not necessary.
Crystal.
But if peace is the goal, wouldn't ending the war be the priority?
Miles has a slightly sharper look, but then thinks a bit and looks at Crystal. Miles.
These are quite intriguing questions. Incredibly good questions, in fact. However, I'm afraid you missed a part of my speech. My goal isn't to end the war, per se. It's to win them over. If I wanted to end the war, I would have destroyed them a long time ago.
Crystal doesn't back down. Her finger hovers, but her eyes stay locked on Miles. Crystal.
So, you're saying you could end it, but you choose not to.
Miles's smile fades just slightly. Tyrus shifts, watching them both now. Tyrus, for the first time, notices Crystal and starts to watch intrigued. Miles.
I choose diplomacy. I choose patience. I choose peace.
Crystal with a slight annoyance in her voice.
But people are still dying. Families are still being torn apart. Is that peace?
A flicker of annoyance crosses Miles's face. He glances at Tyrus, then back at Crystal. Miles.
Miss Crystal, you are young, and while your passion is admirable, you lack the full scope of what leadership requires.
Crystal's grip tightens on her notepad. Crystal correcting.
I'm not asking as a child. I'm asking as someone who's lived as a reporter. There are children who have lost their parents, our treasured youth. Have they died for just that? For a peace offering?
The room goes quiet. A few reporters glance up, Miles looking more annoyed, but Tyrus whispers to him, Miles!
You need to understand something clearly. I am for peace, meaning I want no violence, no death. I never wanted to create our treasured youth, but we need to take care of our children. Their families' sacrifice is not for nothing, but for an everlasting peace.
Crystal retorting.
Then why does it feel like the war is being preserved, not prevented?
Miles' eyes narrow. Tyrus watches him closely, sensing the shift. Miles!
You're walking a fine line, Miss Crystal. I think I have made myself clear on what my intentions are. You should know what yours are, too.
Crystal!
I'm simply just asking the questions others want to.
Miles leans forward slightly, voice lower. Miles.
And sometimes, questions can be more dangerous than answers when they bring up treason.
At that moment, Tyrus steps in again, calm but firm. Tyrus with a rather large smile to Crystal.
Crystal, thank you. Your insight is noted. Let's allow others a chance to speak.
Crystal hesitates, then nods. She turns and walks away, with Tyrus watching her closely, clearly impressed. Chelsea catching up beside Crystal. Chelsea catching up softly.
You okay?
Crystal.
No. Yes. Maybe.
Crystal thinks. Chelsea weakly chuckles hesitantly. Crystal.
I didn't like how I felt when he said that at all. Was he thinking I was suggesting treason, or that I was...
Meaningful pause. Chelsea looks to break the silence. Chelsea.
Geez, girl, you need to be careful.
Crystal.
I need to be honest. And real. And I think I learned something new today. Let's go.
Chelsea.
Okay.
Character description. Dave Everett is an 18-year-old human male, tall with short brown hair and striking blue eyes. At first glance, he looks like a typical teenager, casual, approachable, and unassuming. But beneath that surface lies a leader with a sharp, tech-savvy mind that sets him apart. Dave has a natural affinity for technology, often diving deep into systems, coding, or digital problem-solving with ease. Location: Memorial Wall. Crystal and Chelsea meet Dave near the memorial wall. The names of fallen parents shimmer faintly in the digital light. Crystal.
He got defensive. Not just political, personal.
Dave.
That's not like Miles. Unless you hit something buried.
Crystal.
I think I did.
She looks up at the wall, eyes scanning the names. Dave smiling slightly.
I guess that's where I come in then. Maybe it's time for me to do some digging.
Crystal.
Yes, I think so.
Chelsea stands by them both, putting her arms around both of them. Chelsea.
Yeah, definitely. Something felt so weird.
Crystal scanning the names.
We need to find out what he's hiding. And why our treasured youth exist at all.
Zoom out showing the names and faces that the friends are watching, while the sounds of war return to a loud sound. And then silence. Black screen. Then words show in quotes. Peace. War. Are they sincerely opposites? Or are they synonyms? Show. Dots. Fade out. End.